Hi, hello. Welcome to my channel, JB's Crochet. I am a member, well, you can say lovely host if you want to. Your host for the hour. Alright, so I'm going to wait a few minutes for people to show up. Let's see, present. Image files. I just want to play. I'm playing. Be my guest and let's be creative. Howdy, Marianne. I'm just putting a picture up there for people to look at while they come in. I'm in the background. Shh, nobody's here yet. Would you like to join me? I guess I gotta go back to that. Ah, there we go. Yeah, I'm here. Black screen for a minute. Okie dokie, artichoke. You know what? While I'm waiting on people to come in, I'm going to get my tails. It's Kendall! How are you? What does Juan say? It's been a month of Sunday since I've seen you? No. Can you tell? It's one of those days for me, like, it's Sunday. I'm in my nice comfy sweatshirt here that my husband awesomely brought home from work. And you may catch a glimpse of what it is, and if you catch it, you catch it. You catch it. As Ola Joe says. What does she go? Catch it. So I'm just gonna sew in tails on my square while I wait for y'all to come on in. I started a minute or two early, so it'll give people enough time to see it and join it. And thumbs up it if you're lurking. I would love your thummies. You don't have to say anything. Let us know you're here or anything. Just by, well, hello. You're with Dawn. Tell Dawn Erin I said hello. I try to catch her on her lives, but we are usually bouncing around with stuff on Friday afternoons. I think she's Friday afternoons for me. So, and hello, Erin. Mama Wench, I'm so happy to see your face. It's nice to have you back in whatever capacity we get you. Let's see, how do I want to do this? Well, hello, Dawn Erin. And hello to Sharon. So yeah, I try to catch your lives, but like I was saying, I don't know if you caught it. With you being on the West Coast and me being Midwest, our times don't really, they don't line up well. But I bounce in and out, and I say hi, and I do leave my thummies and all that good stuff. So this is just my new normal, Sunday afternoons. Nothing too exciting, really. I just come on here and hang out and work on something while I'm hanging. I used to do every morning, but then I decided to cut back. And so I've been doing what was I saying here? I'm doing Wednesday mornings right now, and then Sunday afternoons at 3, my time. 3 p.m. Central. Oh my goodness. The only downfall to sewing in ends, y'all, with color changes, I should say with color changes on every row, is 2 tails per color, and it's kind of annoying to me. That's what you'll be doing later after the yarn is done. I need some more Dawn Erin yarn. I have 2 sets of your minis, And I'm trying to figure out what to do with them because it's what 5 minis put together, so not a whole lot of yarn. So I'm trying to figure out what to make with them, how to add them into something, you know? Because I kind of want it to be just Dawn Erin. I don't want to add it to, you know, other yarn. It's just weird. Oh, so you'll be popping up in a few. Sweet. Well, I will try and catch it if I am off of here. Yay, new yarn is always fun. So, I have to admit to you guys, I am a week behind again on my squares. So I will draw the number for this week. I'm hosting my own little like make along, crochet along, I guess you could say. I'm not really teaching you guys how to do it. We're just working together basically on the same project. And you guys are using, those of you that are following, use whatever colors you choose. I chose essentially the same colors, but in a darker palette, if that makes sense. So I have not done this card yet. I was going to do that today after I got my tail sewn in on this one. This one's from last week. Actually, 2 weeks ago. This is from last week. I have to draw this week's. So I'm going to go ahead and do that now while I'm thinking about it, and then I'll sew the tails in, and then I'll work on my squares. All right. Erin, I just saw your message about the not being able to say no thing. I feel you on that one. Aw, Kendall, that makes me like blush, you know, like I don't know. And the fact that Dawn Erin is here. Oh, hello, Angela. I'm so sorry. I completely missed you. You kind of snuck in there. Welcome. So yeah, Dawn, if you have any more minis available, let me know in the comments or the chat, and maybe I'll consider getting some more so I can add more. Because I've only got 2 sets, so that means I only got 10 minis, which I don't remember how big the minis were. What? Like maybe, how many yards are in minis typically? 50? Maybe less? Anyway, let me do the number. I'm squirreling. Squirrel! $31. Have we done 31 yet? Do I have my notebook down here? I don't have my notebook. Where did I put my notebook? You know what? I can check my post. Hold on. Give me just a second. I'm still here. You guys can still see me, but I need to go to my channel and see if we've done 31 yet. Let's see. We have not done 31. So week 15 will be 31. You do have undyed fingering minis. Well, I want color. I need color. My goodness. I'm sitting here looking at this cart trying to figure out what I was going to grab. I literally had got my number, checked it, and was coming over here, but I got squirreled on the way over and completely forgot. and it hit me. It was a card deck. All right, 31. Ooh, I got close. Got 25. Ooh, I like this one. But that's one too many. Ooh, intriguing. Well, hello, Joanne. That depends on what you're making. There is a Tunisian, like where you can you can change colors and do like blocks of it and join as you go, but like most Tunisian depends on the pattern. Hello, Rebecca. It depends on the pattern whether you have to or not. The 2 blankets I'm making in Tunisian, I'm making the whole blanket straight across in one shot. Thank you, Erin. Okay, so here's 31 for the squares for those of you following along. It's got half granny square on this, well, clusters, the granny stitch, the 3 double crochet granny stitch over here, and then the solid granny over here. So you got your half classic, half solid granny square, granny square. So that is number 31. It is called In a Muddle. So it's in a muddle. In a muddle. So this is the card I need to do for last week. This is the card for this week. I almost want to do this one first because this one looks easier. But this one looks easy too, honestly. I don't know. But I need to do both of them so that way by next Sunday I'm caught back up. I've only done this twice, so this is my second time getting behind. And it's only because I let the week get away from me. It was kind of a weird week, but it's in the past now. Well, hello, Sharon. Amazing, sure. When people say awesome and amazing towards me, I'm just like, well, I will accept the compliment. And you may have been talking to somebody else too. Woo! I am humble, I promise. Oh, I don't have my Tunisian blanket down here to show you. Yeah, both my Tunisian blankets are upstairs. But yeah, you can put cables on, if you get the, they're called interchangeable Tunisian hooks. You can put cables on the bottom, the ends of them to lengthen your hook, so to speak. Hello, Penny. And Panda's here. Hello, hello. Oh, we only get Panda from the bushes today. How sad. But you know what? That's fine. I'll take it. So for those of you just popping in, I am sewing in my tails. Pantonio. Yes, I'm excited to have Pantonio in here. So, I don't know what I was saying. Squirreled? I squirreled completely out of my memory. Oh, goodness. Y'all, I am like squirreling quite well today. Trying to watch the chat and do this at the same time. But y'all, I have started a whole nother cardigan, but not for myself. I started a hexie cardi for my 7-year-old. He asked me, when did he ask me? Sometime in the last week or so. I can't exactly remember when. I can't like pinpoint the moment. It was at night. I was wearing mine. It was Wednesday night. See, I can pinpoint it. I had to think back. Right. Seriously, Rebecca, like my attention span today, as you guys can tell, I keep jumping around for conversations here. And see, I missed your peep bunnies. Unless you put it in the Discord for Julianne, then I would have seen it. Anyway, I was wearing my happy hexie cardi in the happy color. And we were getting ready for bed. I still had it on. And he's like, can you make me one of these? As he's pointing to the sleeve of my hexie cardi. And I said, I'll make you one, but not in these rainbow colors. I was like, not in these colors. He goes, no. And he starts rattling off the colors. But he only got green out. So I went to Walmart and bought, oh goodness, because I love the mandala ombres for it. And so I went to Walmart and I got some options for him. So these were 3 of the options. The other option was the one with the black and whites in it. And so he went with the black one. And I am actually just about finished with the body of his hexagon cardigan. And I'm making it slightly different than mine. Instead of having the granny square look to it, it's going to have windows and then solid rows. So it's going to be less feminine. I think the granny stitch gives it a little more of a feminine look to it, but I get, also depending on the color you use would also work too. Cables. So that would extend the length to make a blanket. Yes. Yes. Joanne, there's two that I would actually recommend. There are, okay, so my one set that I have is called the Knitter's Pride Dreams, and they come in a range of colors. Now, some of these I've added to the set. It comes, you can get the set on Amazon, and it comes with, what is it? What's the smallest one in here? Maybe a 4? No, it's got to be smaller than that. 4.5. A 3.5 maybe, up to an 8 maybe, with no 7mm though. And it comes with, where did I put those? It comes with cables that don't swivel, that you can attach to the ends of them. So like this is one of the ginger ones. This is not the Dreams. This is a ginger one, a Knitter's Pride Ginger. And see the end here? You can actually attach a cord to that. You spin it in there. And I would recommend cords that swivel. So they're called swivel cords. And the brand that I got, because I got the Knitter's Pride, I had to get the Knitter's Pride swivel crochet cables, or the swivel cables. So this is a cable. Now this is a short one. It only adds about 10 inches onto a hook. You can either put hooks at either end if you wanted to do double-ended crochet, or you put a stopper on the one end and the hook on the other end. So the hook just goes on like this. Please don't pay attention to the lazy eye. You just spin it on there like that. And there's a little hole. I don't know if it's going to show up. That little hole right there, you put a little pin in there that it comes with to tighten it down. And then this cable swivels. So that way when you're working on your work, it's not getting kinked up. It swivels. Hello, Michael. I got both my boys in here. Yes, you're both my boys. Okay, so yeah, and then if you are just doing regular Tunisian, you just add a stopper to the other end so that way your stuff's not falling off. And usually the cables will come with the little stoppers. These are, the black ones are the ones that came with the Knitter's Pride set, and then these little turquoise, aqua, whatever color these are, those are the ones that came with my swivel cords. So, well, we will not keep you from your filming, Michael. We all understand. I'm just glad you're here first, just a second. So yeah, I do have the Knitter's Pride Dreams, and then this one is a ginger. It's the Knitter's Pride Ginger. These are both gingers. I would love the whole set in the gingers, but that'll come with time. You can never have too many hooks, right? I love this set. And then the other new set that I recently got that I would highly recommend, you've probably seen a lot of people talking about them on YouTube, and they're metal ones. They started out, at least in my memory, they started out on, now I do, let me rewind. I do have one Chai-Gu. I haven't used it yet, so I have nothing good or bad to say about it, but I do have one hook that's by the Chai-Gu brand. But anyway, the other set, they started out on AliExpress, the metal hooks. They come in this little leather pouch. It's a really nice pouch. Ooh, Ooh, I can't wait to see those. But here, this should look familiar. If you just look up metal Tunisian crochet hooks, interchangeable, I don't know, something like that, metal Tunisian crochet hooks, you should find these on Amazon. Like, I don't know what brand this was. I think this was M Believer or something like that. And it comes with the 3mm up to the 10mm, and it even has a 7 with the elusive. And it comes with a bunch of stuff in here. It comes with the little swivel cords. So this is what extends your hook to make it bigger for bigger projects like blankets and stuff. And then there's the stoppers for the ends. Oh, there's another cord. And then a cloth to keep them fingerprint free if you want to clean them off. And then these are those little keys I was talking about, those little pin keys that you stick in. This little P-shaped one right here. That's the pin that you stick in to tighten them down. And then these two silver tube things, those are extensions where you can add on more, I guess. So those are the two sets I have that I like. Well, and I've only used one hook really out of both. And the one's missing because I'm actually using it. And I have to agree with Michael. He was talking about this on a live that I was on recently with him, that these cables that the metal hooks come with, I wish there was a way that I could use these on my Knitter's Pride, but they're different ends, so they don't fit. That almost looks the same, but they're different sizes, and so I need to find the adapter. I haven't had any luck finding the adapter. Yep, so you can find these on AliExpress, or I got mine off. This set is off of Amazon, and I believe it was the M Believer brand. So those are what I recommend. And now, obviously, Michael has more that he's going to show us on Friday. I can't wait. I just want to find that darn that adapter. Because the memory of those orange ones, those orange swivel cords, is so much better than the mindfully ones that I have. The mindfully ones still get curled back up and make it it's not more difficult, but it's the orange ones from the metal hook set, they just have a better swivelness to them. So anyway, yes, we're glad to help you, Joanne. I hope that helps. I am not a Tunisian expert by any means, but I feel like Tunisian is my jam. Because I was able to, Michael, you'll be proud. I took one of your, I don't know if you watched the video yet, but on Tunisian Thursday, Wednesday night before I went to sleep, I watched your video on the lattice stitch again. Because I had watched it, just kind of listened to it before. But I wanted to, I randomly scrolled through your list and landed on the lattice stitch, which I had already watched in the past when it first came out. And I was like, well, that's the stitch I'm going to do for my Tunisian Thursday video. And so I watched it, and I was able to do that stitch by memory in my video. So I think it just comes, like Panda just said, it just comes naturally. Like it makes sense to my brain. Like, so Jabel's Tables, is that how you say your name? Well, thank you. It's funny you say that because I'm trying to actually like dwindle my whips down so I can actually see it and not have stuff sitting in front of it all the time. That's awesome. Welcome in. Welcome in. I appreciate the kind words. It's Jamie. Okay. But I did say your channel name right. Jabel's Tables. Or your account name, whatever. Sorry, I'm reading back through the comments. I'm getting squirreled. Okay, did I move off of a subject and not move back to it? I'm trying to think here. I don't think I have. I'm just going to continue sewing in my ends here. So yeah, I have discovered through that and who knows, maybe it was just that stitch. You know, I could just be like tooting my own horn and I go to the next stitch and go, huh? But there's just something about Tunisian I really enjoy. But yeah, I started a cardigan for my son, my youngest, and I am almost done with it. It is a very quick one because, one, he's smaller than me. Although the part I'm not looking forward to is the ribbing, which is very similar to the ribbing that I did on mine. And I'm like, I don't want to do it, but I'm going to do it. I'm going to finish his cardigan. It's so cute. I fit it on him after I got it, the seam on the arm and the shoulder done on both sides, and then the back, I got that all seamed up. And I tried it on him, and his sleeves hit him right here. I was like, yes, I got it right. Ooh, the lace stitch. Yay. Oh, is that the one that you were able to convert from crochet to Tunisian? Sorry, I know you're trying to leave. Maybe Panda can answer for you. Maybe. Oh, and I saw you were live yesterday, Mr. Panda. But I don't know what game you were playing, and I can't remember what I was doing. I don't remember what it was. Fiber Spider was in your chat, and Michael, I think. You didn't have too many in your chat at the moment when I poked my head in. But then I got distracted by something else. And I didn't actually comment or anything, which I did leave a thumbie, though. Pretty sure I did. Oh, the bolero, yeah. That'll be interesting. Well, hello, Killian. How are you? Welcome to the show. Alien Isolation. I think I left my thumbie. If not, I'll go back and leave it anyway. I'll pop in and watch the replay for a few minutes and give my thumbie and leave. I'm pretty sure I did. Because I was in there for a minute. But like I said, I got squirreled. Oh, yeah. I think we were supposed to be almost 60 today. We're mid-50s right now. I need to get outside. I'm anxious for my tulips to start blooming because we have so many of them growing around our mailbox now. I'm excited. We had to actually cover them last night because it got below 30 degrees, y'all. It was below freezing temperatures last night. So we went to go cover up the tulips. We got the ones around the mailbox covered, but for some reason, my husband goes, yeah, there's nothing out here to cover up. Out in the garden, or the area where he had planted the extras out further away from the house. Deer and or turkeys took out all my tulips, the top leaves of the tulips out there. Didn't get the ones by the mailbox, but they got the ones out there, all of them, but maybe like 4 out of the 30. So I'm like, well, those leaves are going to look cruddy when they come up, but hopefully the plants, the blooms, they'll still bloom. Oh, is the Snakes in the Garden bolero the one with the hooded thing? The cobra hood? Or is that different? Oh, hello, Melissa H. Made your ears itch with the tulips, huh? I'm almost done. I got the last 2 colors. I am really anxious to start putting these together, but I'm nowhere near close to being ready because we're only, well, geez, we're 15 weeks in already. It's crazy. Because because I just drew the number for week 15, which was 31. Come on. I need to get some sharper tapestry. Oh, I heard him mention the thing with the I'm anxious for that. Is he still making that? I don't remember if he's mentioned when he's doing it. I'm anxious for that to come out. That's going to be cool. I've always been intrigued by cobras. I don't like snakes, but cobras are kind of cool looking with the little hoods that they do. Excuse me. And yes, tulips are very, very pretty. Tulips are among my favorites. I like tulips. I like lilies, all kinds of lilies. I have daylilies in my flower area, and I have tiger lilies. Oh, the waterfall stitch. Okay, got you. Cool. I need to go check out your channel more. Like I haven't really been doing too much like watching of things of other people's on Amazon, on YouTube. Oh, have fun, Kendall. Go have fun watching yarn dye. That's awesome. Looking for a new project. Well, Melissa, would you be interested in a blanket? I know somebody that just had a blanket come out. If you're interested in a blanket. I just released one. Oh, was it last week already? Has it been only a week now? It's called The Busy Bee. It's got almost 2,000 views on it already, and that just shocks me. Yes, Kendall, enjoy that yarn dyeing. That is so cool. I'd love to see that in person. Get to partake in it with somebody and maybe even make something from it, you know. Who knew it'd take me 30 minutes to sew tails? And I didn't have very many. So I recently bought some more scissors and pouches off of Amazon. Well, I'm making some I made a hexi cardigan for myself, and I'm making a smaller version for my son. You just don't want to do another shawl. So I bought some more of these because after I got to thinking about those mesh ones that I bought, which I ended up fixing the purple one. I was like, I should get more of these. Yeah, same here, Panda. I'm a big blanket person. But I got me some more of these pouches, and I spent like less than $50, y'all, on all of this. I got 3 more pouches. I got 3 of these. They came in a set of 3. And then I got a set of these, 2 of these, a green one and a purple one. And I have made up myself now several pouches with a pair of scissors and a measuring tape in them, which this one's missing a measuring tape. But I have a pouch with a pair of scissors, a couple of tapestry needles, stitch markers, just a few, like 5 stitch markers, because I don't usually need a ton typically. If I need more, I have lots more, but this is just like a necessity pouch that I can literally throw one of these in my project bags now, and I don't have to worry about going, oh, where's my one pouch that has all my stuff in it? So, well, hello, Vivian. I know, I have dropped mine from daily morning ones, Monday through Friday, to doing one in the middle of the week and then a weekend one to catch different times. And then it's just, you know, it allows me to be a little bit more off of the YouTube and off of the stuff, the technology. So, yeah, and then bags, you can always make all kinds of things. Where is my little tote with my squares? My square is done. All my tails are sewn in. It's a little wonky just because of the stitch that it is. I'm just gonna, you know, put it in the blanket and call it a day. So I'm not gonna worry about blocking or anything. Yeah, so like these, like you can get a set of these pouches for under 10 or around 10, I don't know. You get 3 of them in, you get 3 colors in a set. And then, like I said, I got 3 of the tape measures, and I got 3 different pairs of scissors. This set only had the 2 in it, so I bought the Singer branded pair of scissors, which was about the same price as the 2 together, but I wanted to have it just to try it out. So, and it works really well. So, yeah, I was just like, you know, there's been a few times where I'm like, I need a measuring tape, but then I have to go get it from wherever it's at. So, like, if I have this with me now with my project that I have, then I shouldn't have to get up and go get one. Because 9 times out of 10, my crochet stuff is down here, which means I have to come downstairs to get it and go back up the stairs. But yeah, reading back to blankets are all I know. Panda, blankets are just blankets and Tunisian blankets. Those are my fortes. I love blankets. Oh, where did I put it? Oh, I think it's upstairs. I did a new design that utilizes. Thank you. Yeah. And you know, do these little notion pouches you can do them fairly inexpensively, but and you don't have to get expensive stuff to do it. I just made sure to buy embroidery scissors that claim they're sharp, because I want to be able to and not have to cut through yarn. I want to just do and be done with it, you know. Where was I going at before? I keep getting distracted back onto that. Oh, my new design. It's not a play on, it's a tweak of the Irish stitch. I almost kind of make it 3D kind of. And I really wish I had it to show it to you guys. I just don't know where I put it. I think it's upstairs. Donate them. Oh, I keep showing off my... Although you guys can see it when it's backwards like that. I mean, it's pretty obvious where my husband works. So YouTube and Google has become one of those names in my house where it's like, when I hear it, it's when I hear people say they Google things or they use YouTube, it's like, thanks for paying my paycheck. Because, you know, by all of us using YouTube and Google, we essentially are, you know, paying the bigwigs who pay my husband. So, yeah, I think she's done wearables. She just wants to do... You've attempted wearables. Okay. You don't want to do a shawl. You don't want to do any more shawls. So maybe like a cardigan or hats. Try a hat. You know, there's some friends of mine on the YouTube street, Kristen and her mom, KK. They do a hat drive every year. I don't think they've started collecting yet. They might. I haven't watched their newest video on the Bumblebee Mountain Outreach challenge for this year. But they collect hats for their outreach that they do, and they throw them out at parades, which is awesome. So yeah, the pattern that I created. Like I said, I don't have it down here. Wish I did. I don't really want to go up and get it. I'm trying to think if I can make it for you here in front of you. I just don't remember the stitch multiple that I had. Okay, look, this is my Tunisian that I did. It's the lattice stitch. I still haven't frogged it out yet. Hats for vets. Yep, that's another good one too. My husband's a vet, so yeah, I like anything veteran is I am always behind that. Yep, that's always a good one too. So if you've made a ton of them and you need places to send them, there's a place to send them. Happy hats, that's cool. Froggin'. Where are we at? 40 minutes. Okay, well, I don't have to stick to just an hour, so. What was the. What is it called? Not what is it called. That's not what I'm doing. Those aren't big enough. I want my 6mm. I'm just going to use this, which is not my favorite hook to use, but I'll use it. I wish I could remember what I did for that stitch multiple. Okay, so an iris stitch has 5, and I wanted 4 on either end, so, or I mean 2 on either end, so I added 4 to it. So let's do 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, and then I want 1, 2, 3, 4. Nice work. I haven't done that one yet. It's honestly, Panda, the lattice stitch was fairly easy to do. Is it possible to do lace in crochet? Yes. Because one, you can use a fingering weight, lace weight yarn to make it lacy for one. Or if you want to do a lacy stitch, there's a lot of stitches that are open and lacy, and then also using a larger hook also creates that open airiness too. So yeah, it all just depends on the stitch pattern that you use. Okay, so I did 4. Now I'm going to do 2 for to get up to my height. Yeah. Oh wait, I only need to do 1 to get it up to I only want to half double it though. So instead of doing the foundation, the chainless foundation row, I'm just chaining for now because this is how I did the design, and I want to show you guys what it looks like. I may have went too big, so it may take me a minute to get it done. But so for a make along that I'm doing with Juan's channel, Juan the Yarn Addict, he's doing a make along where you pick a picture that inspires you, that inspires spring feelings in you, I guess you could say. Oh, cool. You did it in the shawl and didn't even realize it. Yep. So you take the picture of inspiration for spring, a spring inspiring picture, and you pick 4 colors from that picture and create something. And it does not have to be crochet. It does not have to be knitted. It can be painted, but you just have to have some sort of fiber in your work, and it has to be 12 inches big. So I'm just going to make a blanket, and I came up with my own design for it. And the picture that I chose is a picture that I took of purple irises, deep purple irises, that my great-grandmother, my late great-grandmother, who has since passed away many years ago, at this point, it's been several years, she had cut little, what are they called? Cuttings, little cuttings out of, she essentially sent home with me irises from her garden. Like she took a bucket or something and put a bunch of like bulbs or something in this bucket and sent them home with me, and we planted them in our front garden, or front flower bed of our last house. And of course, you know, they took a year or so to come up and bloom because they had been, you know, moved to a whole different region, like 2 hours north of where they were used to. And so it took them, you know, a minute to go, okay, we're in a safe place to grow and bloom. And they came up, and the first year they did, I only got 1 year with them, y'all. A hailstorm came through and just destroyed them. But I got pictures of them, and I took one of the pictures and I played with it in like a filter Photoshop type app on my phone and made it all pretty. And so the picture I'm using is a pic of flowers that my great grandmother had given me. So I'm going to show you the picture, and I'll show you the yarn that I picked from it to go with it. So here is the picture. It's kind of it's kind of zoomed in a little bit, but there's the picture. I played with it, gave it a little filter app around it, a little frame. And then I went to Hobby Lobby and tried to find colors as close to it as I possibly could, because that iris is hard to find the right purple for. As you can see in the picture, the purples are a little more purple than the purple in the iris. It's the purple in the iris is more violet, has that bluish purple to it, and trying to find that in Hobby Lobby yarn was hard. So it's coming across more blue on the screen, but in person, when you see these two colors together, they work well. And then this is a green variegated here that it has all the greens that are up here, all the different shades of it, the lights and the darks and stuff. So yeah, I got pretty close. It's not exact, but I got close. But yeah, those are the colors. And then the cat was sniffing them, so she got in the picture. I was like, whatever. So the original picture, I don't have it on here. But yeah, so that's the yarn I'm going to use. And so I came up with a stitch. This is actually one of the colors that I have in it. But this one's from my Granny Square box that I have right here next to me. So yeah, I thought it would be fun to do a spring-inspired blanket with, and I was talking to a friend, and I said, you know, it would be fun if I did some sort of tweak on the iris stitch, since it's an iris flower that's in the inspiration picture, you know, bring that into it as well. Okay, this is why I don't like these hooks. Do you see how much I'm choked up on this thing? I'm like all the way up here. When the handle's back here, I'm clear up here. Like, it's just too long of a hook. They work great for, you know, like a 6-stitch or 10-stitch Tunisian thing. What's my next garden flag gonna be? Well, I actually have that posted on my YouTube already. It's gonna be a sailboat. And y'all, I just realized today my birthday's on Memorial Day this year. So it doesn't happen very often, but this year it is actually falling on the day of Memorial Day. I will show you my next one, Panda. It's a sailboat. I was creative in coming up with it, but I wasn't creative in all the different things that I could do. I was having a writer's crochet designer block for May for some reason. I'm like, what do I do for May? So May's flag is going to be a sailboat with fishies. No worries. It's a sailboat. All right, I got 2 more half double crochets, and then I got to remember how to do the other stitch. So yeah, my first row of my blanket, easy peasy. Well, it's not going to be this small. It's going to be bigger. This is just a sampling, just to show you guys the design. So we'll see how far I get with this. Yeah, well, all of my designs are going to be very Minecraft inspired. Well, not inspired, but very Minecraft pixel inspired, because Minecraft is very pixelated, and so all of my designs are going to be pixelated. And I love how they're pixelated in the images that I do on my stitch fiddle, but then when I actually make it and it comes out like crocheted, it's not as pixelated, and it's really fun looking. This is so cool. Like you saw the finished design of the flag for last month. Let's see if I can find it again. Right here. So I mean, it's still kind of sort of pixelated, but not as pixelated as what the picture looks like. So that's the flag for this month, and it is already out on my garden flag. And I thought the length of it was a little too long, and so I was going to try and shorten this next one up, but I was like, you know what? Seeing it now out there, I don't mind it so much. Okay, I need to skip those two and those two. Okay, and then go into that one. I like it. I like that you guys like it. And I can't wait to see finished products. I keep calling projects of the designs that people say they're going to do that I've put out there. Y'all, it's humbling. So humbling. Like, I've got somebody making my busy bee blanket that I know. I don't know if anybody else is. I just only know this one person because she's told me. And then I have at least one person making the cross pop, Melissa G. I haven't seen her in a hot minute. I actually reached out to her on the backside just to say, hey, I haven't seen you in a minute. She's been busy, and that's fine. And, this time of year, a lot of people are busy, especially those that garden and get outside and have, animals and farms and stuff like that. It's a busy life. And thank you, Vivian. Thank you. Thank you. So yeah, I am loving watching people make my things. It's very humbling, and just it makes me turn red in the face that somebody's, doing something that I put it out there. That I put out. Miss Erin started one? Well, you didn't like the yarn you had. It's an interesting design, I will say. You can't do it with too busy of a yarn. You almost have to have like a solid, you can change colors, but like a variegated does not work well that I know of in that design. You need a break from these squares. I understand that. So I'm not in the same boat when it comes to these granny squares, but come, the end of the year, I'm going to be sewing those suckers together, and I don't like sewing things together, but all right, so there is my iris stitch foundation row. The next one is where basically, this is a 1-row repeat design, but you have to do 2 foundation rows. Hello, Abigail. So, is it considered a 1-row repeat even though you have 2 setup rows? Like, to get to this point? So I love this design. So I noticed, I went back and watched one of Juan's old videos to make sure I wasn't copying it. And it isn't copying it, but it has a similar, oh, that was not in the right spot. Pay attention. Setup rows don't count. Good. But, so on Juan's, what does he do? What is the one? The Iris Illusions. What he does is he puts, let me move this hook out of the way, and the yarn. He puts a front post around these outside ones, and then he does something with the middle ones. I can't remember, but it was different than what I'm doing. And then he puts something between his irises. I go straight over. So it is very different from his. But it's a one row repeat that you literally just do back and forth, and it creates the same look on both sides. And that is what I always strive for, is when I'm designing things, is to create a pattern that works in as minimal repeat rows as possible and creates a similar texture on the back as it does the front. Now, there are a lot where I'm like, I was noticing on some they create a ridge on one side and then the post work on the other. I don't mind that per se, but I really, really want it to have the same look on both sides. And so I struggle with frogging a lot because I'm like, well, it's not doing the same thing on both sides. So whoop. If I'm not happy with it, I'm like, yeah, we're just going to rip it out. Oh, no worries, Abigail. I keep missing all of yours too, so it's fine. And it's not you're not the only one I keep missing. I miss everybody's because I've just been minimizing my time on YouTube because it was just, bringing up things I didn't want to be brought up. So, stop doing that. Keeps getting hooked on the yarn because I'm using the longer hook, and so it if it sits a certain way, it kept grabbing the yarn. And look, y'all, I'm already done with another row on this thing. This is how fast this works up. I love this pattern. You'll have to help me decide what to name it. I was thinking, because it's my great-grandmother's, it was inspired by my great-grandmother's irises. I was thinking of calling it Leona's Iris Blanket because her name was Leona. Or if you take Leona and you flip it around, it says A Noel. And so I was thinking A Noel Iris Blanket. Excuse me. Look, I love the way this looks. Isn't that cool? And please tell me if you've already seen this. Like, I don't like ripping people off. So, like, if I have seen this somewhere and I'm recreating it without realizing it, I need to know before I put this out there as mine. Because I don't want to do that. I don't want to put something out there as mine and have somebody go, oh, somebody else did something similar to that. Or, So I want to make sure that I'm, being good. So I just don't know which one I like better, Leona's Iris Blanket. I like Leona's Iris Blanket. I don't know why. Because, it's kind of paying homage, whatever. I think the H is silent. Homage to my great-grandmother. And I had a close relationship with her, so I do miss her a lot. So that's why I was thinking of calling it that. But I don't know which one I like better, Leona's Iris Blanket or A Noel Iris Blanket. Or, something along those lines. I don't know what variation, how to work it out. And then I tried to figure out how to do this in the round, and let me tell you guys, I don't know how to do the iris stitch. I have not figured it out how to do it in the round yet. It doesn't work very well. Like, I can get one iris stitch per side of a square, but then it's the increasing and where to add it back in again, and get more and more irises. It just, I don't know, it just wasn't working out very well. And it was just like I was having to constantly change each round, to make it work. And so I was like, man, I'm not liking this. Like, I don't want to have 20 rounds before, it changes or it repeats again or something. I don't know. You like Leona's Iris Blanket? Yeah, that's my great-grandmother's name. I don't know. we're German, you know, part of our heritage is German. And so she was very German, and she wasn't from Germany, but like our family lineage is German. And so I don't know where that name comes from, if it's a German name or I haven't looked into it. But I'm almost done with another row. All right, Panda, thank you for stopping and hanging out with us. Give some hugs to those pups. Give some hugs to those pups. To that pup. Sorry. All right, so there's row number 2. That's the back side that from what I was looking at. And then, hello, Tammy. There's the front that I was looking at. So you just keep repeating the same row over and over, and it just causes this like very like 3D, just very textured blanket. So y'all have to help me figure out if that, like, how should we name it? If that Leona's Iris works, if that's, is it catchy? You know, I want it to be catchy, but also, you know, have some throwback to my great-grandmothers in some way. I'm trying to think of the street she lived on. She lived on Laramie, I think, at one point. She's, you know, lived in Kansas all her life that I know of. So I'm not sure. Over the rainbow iris. Ah. And if I do this as a blanket, I'm definitely going to have to go get more yarn because I only got one of each color. So, and I don't know if I have enough time to do a blanket. And so that's kind of why I was trying to figure out how to do this in the round, because I feel like doing a round blanket, I could get to 40 inches quicker and I could donate that to Boggy. So I don't know what to do. But it works up quick, so that's why I'm like, I think I could do a 40, you know, I could easily do a 40 by 40 in this. Because, y'all, I've done how many rows now? I don't, right? Yeah, I know what you mean, Rebecca. Like, it's all in that tension, too. What was it? What did you say there? You're always amazed when I use the same weight yarn and the same hook size and the same final product. Yeah, isn't that weird how that works like that? A lot of it has to do with tension, too. Oh, my goodness, yeah. And that, too, being different, it all being the same weight of yarn, but yet, y'all, just look at this. This gold thread, this yarn right here, this is a 4-weight, okay? The one I'm using is a 4-weight. But I feel like this yellow, this gold, is thinner. I don't know if you can tell on there that it looks thinner, but when you're working it, it feels thinner. It's hard to get it to come clear, but for some reason that the yellows in the I Love This yarn feel thinner to me than the rest of them. And when you work with it, it feels thinner, Rebecca. Like, it looks thinner and it feels, you can even see it that it looks thinner. And the other thing is it reminds me a lot of Karen Simply Soft. It has a sheen to it, whereas the others have kind of sort of a sheen to it, but not as much, if that makes sense. Like, I don't know. I'm making my Tunisian Gigabyte blanket from Michael, MDL Crochet. He designed the Gigabyte blanket, and the yellow in it is thin, but I keep using it, and I'm like, I don't care. I'm just going to use it because it's all the same yarn, all from the same place, so whatever. All right, so how many rows have I done here? 1, 2, 3, 4. So I've done 4 rows of the iris stitch. The first one was the foundation one. See how it just keeps repeating and it keeps that same like almost, it's very similar to the 3D V-stitch that's out there, but it's done differently, I can tell you that. And it's got that squish factor that I want. And it's got some stretch. Y'all see the stretch? Look at this. And then this way, it has a lot of stretch that way too. I just got to figure out how to do this in the round. But y'all, doing this in the round, it doesn't work. Because excuse me, it works, but I can't do just this stitch by itself. I have to have something with it. I don't know. Maybe I'll just have to keep playing with it. So yeah, this is my new design that I'm gonna do for my make along with Juan's spring make along. I just don't know what I'm gonna call it. I think I'm gonna call it the Leona's Iris blanket, because it's iris stitches. That's all it is. It's just, you know, lots of texture on and it looks the same on both sides. Once you work up more, I think it, you know, it starts to look the same on both sides. Too many people's are live right now. I tried to do my time at the time I did my dib sale, so that way it seemed like less people were on. Sorry, I just realized this wasn't. Sorry, I'm moving my camera. I messed with it. Hold on here. Yeah. Here we go. Oh, that was too far. Okay, I gotta find my little bin that I have these in. They're around here somewhere. Put it inside something else. I have a little tote around here that I'm saving these in. I just don't remember where I put it. I'll have to find it later. Maybe a solid row. Oh, got you. Okay. Oh, for the round. Yeah, I don't know. Like, it's just because it's the iris stitch is 5 chains, or 5. It's a multiple of 5. And if I do an increase in the round or in the corners of 1 stitch and not 2, I can get 5 stitches on row 2. And so then when I come around for round 3, I can do an iris stitch across those 5 stitches. But then it's the next round. I can do the post work on it, but then it's like I don't have enough to add another one on either side of it. And so it's just going to be this one iris stitch for a couple of rounds before I can add more. And so like there's not going to be a repetition every round. So it's going to have like 2 or 3 rounds that are almost identical, and then it's going to switch to it's going to be repetitive in a sense, but not like a 1 or 2 round repeat type of thing. Where like my Busy Bee one that I did, after you do your 3 rounds of setup rounds, it's literally a one round repeat the rest of the way. So yeah, it's hard. I don't know how to make it work, you know, without it. So I think it's just going to be a typewriter, as Juan called it earlier. I was watching his replay. Sorry, he's fresh on my mind because I was watching his replay this afternoon. So yeah, I don't know how to do the iris stitch in the round even just by itself, because it's still 5 a multiple of 5. So it's like even without the post work, it's still gonna be funky. Yeah, it's the corners. Yeah, and I could almost do an iris stitch as a corner because you've got 2, 2, 2. Well, because I know they do that. What is it called? That the virus stitch, the virus in the round or whatever it's called, the granny virus or virus granny. It's the virus stitch that goes around, that you keep going around. I think it's what it is. I'm not sure. So yeah, I've been playing all day with yarn going, how can I make this work? And then there's another challenge that I'm trying to figure out too. What is my least favorite stitch? Have y'all been paying any attention to me over the last year that you can tell me with a doubt that that's what I said? Is I cannot figure out what my least favorite stitch is, because even the popcorn baubles, I don't mind them so much anymore. I used to hate them, but even those I don't mind much. Yes, the iris stitch is double V's. Magpie, yes. A single crochet, they're not my favorites, only because they don't work up quickly. So yeah, I don't know. I don't know what my least, I don't even know what my least favorite color is. I can tell you what's missing from here, but if you saw behind me, it's right here, the browns. But I don't hate browns. Like, I can't figure it out. So the V stitch works in the round, but the iris doesn't for some reason. The 3 works better than 5. I know they're both odd. I tried to figure out a way to do a V stitch, then an iris, then a V stitch, but even that doesn't really work until another round or two after it. Because if you do 1 stitch in the corners instead of 2 for your increase, we were only increasing by 2 stitches every round on each side. You would have to work up 3 rounds before you could get a V stitch in there, right? Because you would have 2 more rounds. You'd have to work 2 rounds before you could even add a V stitch in, I think. I don't know. It's bladder is starting to get full, so my brain is starting to not work. Rebecca, you don't like the popcorn or the bubbles? I don't mind them, but they do take a long time to work up. So it's like, how can I incorporate a popcorn into a blanket pattern with, and not make it weird? See, for me, Vivian, that's very similar too. Like, but I don't mind. Like, this right here above my head is almost an olive green. It is an olive green. That's an olive green right there. You know those little olives with the red pimentos? That's what that color is in real life. Here, it's a little bit lighter. But yeah, I don't mind. Like, I cannot figure out my least favorite color. I was telling my husband, I was like, if I had to pick colors, I would say like mustardy yellows, and which, if you see that in the camera, that's not mustard. That's that same gold that this is. It's just the camera, with it being darker back there, makes it look darker, but it's the same one. And I don't, they do add great texture, but yeah, I don't know for me what my least favorite. But yeah, single crochet because of how small they are. I don't know. I can't figure out what my least favorite color or stitch is. I was just asked that, and I'm just like, oh, I have no idea. No clue. But I am just loving this. Like, I just can't I can't stop looking at it. So yeah, now I just got to figure out what I do. 30, and I added 4 more onto it. Yeah, I did 34. So I did a multiple of 5 plus 4 plus 2 for the starting chain. I now understand why they say all those extra pluses, because the main stitch in here is an iris, so it's a multiple of 5, and then I add 2 onto the ends to give me straight edges. So that's 4. So you're adding multiples of 5 plus your 4 stitches for the 2 on either end, plus 2 stitches or 2 chains to get you the height of a half double crochet, because I do half double on the bottom. I just didn't like how tall the doubles were. Honestly, I almost want to say double crochets are my least favorite when used alone. Single crochets and double crochets by themselves, but done in a variation, that's where I like them. That's where I shine, or that's where I get joy. But when they're just it's like, then I don't like them as much. But I don't know. I'm torn. Not torn. I'm discombobulated because I can't figure out what stitch I don't like. I don't know. Well, hello, Miguel. Ooh, I need to cross my legs. That might help my bladder issue for a minute. I'm already over an hour, so I don't think I'm going to start one of my squares, because at the moment my brain is not computing stitches, so I'm not going to even attempt these at the moment. So yeah, I've even been trying to play with my least favorite stitch of baubles, popcorns, and figuring out how to make a design with them. I heard like there was snow in Texas, y'all, and we got down below freezing last night here in Nebraska. So what the world, But I saw a memory, or I was scrolling through pictures, and I came across snow in April, y'all, and sometime in the last several years here at this house. Sometime in the last 5 years or so, we had snow in April about this time. And so I wouldn't be surprised if we saw it again. Yeah, see, trebles, I've gotten to where I like the double wrap. I don't know why. I just have to remind myself to complete the stitch, to do that. Because double crochets, the muscle memory for double crochets is like legit. It's there. I can just, but like that treble, it has that second pull through. Yeah, well, not you guys, Miguel, but I thought Michael and Panda had snow. They had a snow day yesterday because I remember his live stream. His title was something about a snow day, hanging out on a snow day or something like that. Yeah, we're almost 60, 57 now. It jumped up a couple degrees in the last hour and a half. Oh, I don't know if I can hold this much longer. I may have to get off here, but unless you guys want to take a potty break with me, and I will come back in 1 minute and we can continue. I know, hopefully the flooding is staying away from you. I know you said you're in an area that is keeping you from it, so hopefully it stays away. I wish I could find that music that Marty uses. It has been a bad week for you guys, Rebecca. Do you guys want a potty break real quick and then come back in just a minute? Or do we want to be done? Oh no, your chicken yard is flooded. That's not good. I need like a potty break screen thing to put up. Oh, figure out how to put potty break on. Oh my goodness. I hope it stays away from you, Rebecca. The weather has just been strange this year. Okay, I'm going to add a picture to the y'all enjoy the butterfly. I took this picture. I will be right back. Potty break. Okay, I'm back. I did not mute it or anything, so you probably heard everything. Oh, there we go. Much better. Feel much better. Whew. 25 pot. I know. That blanket's going to look amazing when you're done, Aaron. Now I can focus and I can make something. All right. We're going to put this down over there. That's a size K hook. That's a 6.5. Size I is a 5.5, correct? Okay, so I think that's light orange, y'all. Where's that bright orange? I need to find one with like a bright orange on it. See, I think that's the orange. Okay, I think that's the light orange. Which I did. Light orange was, let's see, orange and peach. I don't know, that's not peach. That looks like orange. Is that peach? Right there. Right there where the hook's pointed to. Is that peach? Focus, please. I'm trying to get that out of there, but it won't. Is that peach right there? 63 trebles. Okay, so if that's peach, then I need to use the peach color, which is peach. This is my peach. This is literally peach. It's almost skin color. My skin color. This is the peach color from I Love This Yarn. I mean, yeah, I just called it I Love This Yarn. So I'm making it with a different hook, so hopefully it comes out the same size as all the other ones. It's a different hook, same size. Been using 5.5, and they've been coming out around 6 inches. What is the peachy yarn behind me? There's no peachy yarn behind me. So this right here, what's funny is, y'all, I know I've mentioned him a couple times, and I don't mean to do it, but it's where I've seen it. He's making a blanket with this. He created a square. One, the Yarn Addict is using it. That's Sunrise Ombre. That's orange, or no, that's a goldish color, yellow, and then over here, that's I think it's Lion Brand Glow. So yeah, this right here is Sunrise Ombre Big Twist, and then this is yellow, and then this is like a gold. Oh no, sorry, that's an orange. That's orange. That's more of a goldish yellow, and then you've got Sunrise Ombre. But then, yeah, that's it. Y'all, I can't. If y'all, Aaron, are you in my Facebook group? I don't know if you are. You might be. If you are in my Facebook group, you should definitely. Oh, why did I do that? I'm supposed to chain 3. When you get done with that dog paw blanket, I would love for you to post that in the group so others can see it too. Oh, you don't have Facebook? Okay. Well, that's one way to show things off if you wanted to show things for me. I could start showing things kind of like Marty does on her live. Marty is my friend from Flossom Crochet. She's amazing. I love her. She shows off people's works, finished works mostly. She gets a lot of unfinished ones from me because I'm always in the middle of something and never have anything finished. Sure, if you want to send the other, you know what? Actually, I still have it in my message. The one that you sent me, the inspiration one, or did you finish that one, or did you actually make that one? I do have it in my messages. I could share it. I just don't know. Is it one that you actually made, or is it one? Oh, what am I doing? I'm not even following the directions, y'all. I'm just kind of doing my own thing, making a granny square. Thinking I'm doing what I'm supposed to be doing, and I'm not. Oh, okay, yeah. Well, then if you haven't sent it to me, send it to me, and I'll show it. Let's see. I need to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So 12. Okay. There it comes. I got it. All right, hold on a second. There are messages. There we go. Is it going to make me sign in again? I already signed in once. Probably a security thing. Oh, there it is. It takes a minute for it to load. Ooh, that is cool. Oh, I think you did. Did you show me that one already? I don't remember if you did. You're making it bigger, but with pink. Gotcha. Okay. All right. I'm going to share screen. Share. We gotta come back over here and share it. All right, so there is her dog paw blanket that she's making. She's making one right now that's bigger with pink and gray. Pretty. Let me see if I can show you that one. Actually, no, I'd have to go back. Nope, I'm not gonna. I can't go out of that picture because if I do, then you guys will see our conversation. I don't want that to be posted on here. So I am gonna go ahead and stop sharing. So I can do something like this. So if you guys want to send me pictures to share, so we can share on multiple channels what people are doing, by all means, please go ahead. Banners. All right, so let's see. All right, I'm gonna edit this one. I'm gonna edit this banner. Hold on. All right. To share your makes, your crochet, or you know what? Let's do your finished projects, because then it could be whatever, knitted, Tunisian, sculpted, painted, whatever. There's something you want to share that you've created, and that is appropriate. Email me at save. Edit. Oh! I don't want to delete it. Oh, there. It's tickering across. There, I got it. I thought I'd almost deleted it there for a minute. Okay. All right, so I got 9 more to do here. So where are we at? So we're at an hour and a half. I am going to do up to an hour and 45 minutes because I have to get off of here and spend time with the family, but also one of my channels that I like to watch, Juan the Yarn Addict, he goes live at 5 p.m. for me, 6 p.m. Eastern. So I try to be at his lives with him and Mama Wilma. I miss a lot of times because of, my family's home and stuff. So, but 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I need to do 3 more. You're welcome, Erin. Yeah, so I would be willing to do something like that. We could do it Wednesdays. We can do it not Thursdays. I can do it on Sunday afternoons. This is why I don't crochet with these hooks. I struggle to work quickly like I normally do. So let's see, what do we have here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay. And then I'm enjoying these squares once they're done, but also I'm not enjoying the color changes because I don't like sewing in ends. Oh no! I hope you feel better very, very quickly. Very, 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 very quickly. Hopefully we'll see you later tonight at Marty's Live if you're feeling better. If not, I will definitely tell everybody to keep you in their thoughts and prayers, that you don't go any further with that. You're welcome, Vivian. You're welcome. You're welcome. So yeah, we can do a share, like a share it Sunday type of situation. If you guys want to share something and let the world see it and brag about it, by all means, to share your finished objects, projects, email me at that email and we will share it. So maybe we'll do it on Sundays, and keep it a tradition on Sundays. Share Sundays with Amber and Marty. All right, so then I'm gonna do my light yellow. My husband is talking loudly because he's deaf in one ear and can't hear himself, so he talks loud. So you may hear him in the background talking. His voice just carries. And it's a man's voice, their voices just carry right into that. All right then. So, and I kind of want to get off here and go watch the NASCAR race. Hopefully it's still going. I don't know how much is left of it. Because when I came down here, they hadn't even gotten halfway through the first stage that I know of. So, let's see. Chain 5. And then, alrighty then. Look, see, this is partly why I don't like chains, because it makes a big gap. See that gap right there? I don't like gaps. But, y'all, I'm following the instructions. So, yes, I hope you feel better, Rebecca, if you're still listening. Having a low-grade fever just doesn't, it definitely, fevers in general, low grade or not, suck the energy right out of you. So, am I adding these into each one? Yup. So this is an easy square so far. Ooh, that next round though. I'm not looking forward to the next round on this square. I'll show you when I'm done with this round what it looks like so far. Sorry if I get quiet, it's just me concentrating. As soon as I get off of here, I'm definitely going to be going and getting my cardigan back on my hook or in my hand, because I want to get that done ASAP. So that way maybe my son can wear it a little bit before it gets too hot outside. Because it'll be warm. But he's hilarious. He'll wear warm stuff even in the outside when it's warm out. All right, so chain 2 and slip into that one. Okay. 1, 2, 3 into there. So. All right. So there is, hold on. That's what I want to do. See how I just went once? That's the kind of scissors I wanted. So I made sure to look up on Amazon embroidery. I think I did embroidery scissors. So there is round 2. Did y'all see it? Make sure I leave it up there long enough for y'all to see it and not just a quick show. Whoop, boop. All right, so the next color is, I can't tell if that's pink or light purple. You know what? I think that is pink. It's light pink. So what did I use for light pink? think I used, I don't remember which one I used for my light pink. Oh wait, hold on. I can tell you. So that was the dark pink. Was that one. So it's this one. So this is my light pink. So this is watermelon, I think, from I Love This Yarn for my light pink. My dark pink is this tropical pink. That's what this is. So this is my lighter pink, even though they're very similar in shade, like temperature. Just one. Oh, what am I doing? I was about to start a new square. Okay, this is the one that's kind of interesting. So I'm going to join in. See, I don't know where I'm joining. It's hard to tell. It looks like I joined maybe in the chain 2 space of the previous one. Thank goodness I got my Kindle edition on my computer. So this card deck comes with a Kindle written. So you have to buy it separately. You buy the card deck and then you buy the ebook Kindle separately. And I bought them both. I think the two of them together is like $20 or $30 together. Excuse me. What number is this? 48. And it comes with both the English and the American versions of the stitches. The UK and the English, American. UK terms and the US terms. That's what I meant to say. The wheel spoke. All right, so round 3. Any double crochet from round 2. Okay, so it does put it in the top of that chain 3. Got it. All right, so I'm just gonna go over one stitch because it says any of them. In the chart, it shows the very first one that you end in, which that's what I was doing, but we're just gonna go into that one. That's not the one I want. This is the one I want. So I want to chain 1. Are y'all still with me? Y'all are quiet. Must be working on your stuff, which usually 9 times out of 10 is what you guys are doing. And so I'm just checking. Make sure y'all are still there. All right. So 1 single crochet here. Vivian, hello. And then okay, so 1 half double. See, I knew you guys were still there. Sewing in your ends. Ugh, I don't envy you at all. I mean, I wish that was part of the challenge that I have. Is my least favorite stitch is not doing stitches, but sewing in ends. Like, how do I incorporate that into a stitch? Have as many stitches as possible that I have to sew in the end to. Half double, double, chain 1, double, half double. Did y'all catch that? Half double, double, chain 1, double, half double. Half double. Well, that's what I'm trying to do too, but I got behind, so I'm a square behind already, but I'm getting a square done. Half double, double, chain 1, double, half double, and then okay, and then a single into here. I don't blame you there. And if I saved these to the end to do them, it'd be the same thing. Because if you take, I just did the wrong thing there. Not 2 half doubles, half double, double. At a minimum, some of these are solids. Only 4 of them were solids. So I was able to do 4 squares where I only had the 2 ends. But if you think about it, most of these are a minimum of, well, I shouldn't say a minimum. Because, yeah, this one has 4 colors. They're anywhere from 3 to 5 colors because there are 5 rounds. 1, 2, 3, 4. No, this one's only 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So most of them are 4 or 5, anywhere from 4 to 5 rounds times 50 cards. So 4 times 50 is what? Like 4 times is 200. It's about the same. About the same as yours. If I were to save all my ends to the end. But I am trying to be a good girl too. Kimberly Otterson. Every Sunday, 3 p.m. Central. That's my new time. So I will be here as long as my family doesn't have any outings or plans to do things. I will be here 3 p.m. Central for up to an hour and 45 minutes. So I'm actually going to get off here in a few minutes, probably at the end of this round. Ooh, my family is getting loud up there, y'all. But they're laughing and having a good time, so I can't blame them. Because normally they're biting each other's head off. So, Erin, yeah, I'm just doing the square and then sewing the ends in. Look, Marianne's pouncing from the bushes. She's been hiding and lurking. Y'all, we need to help Marianne come up with some inspiration on what she wants to crochet. She wants to get back into crocheting, but she's not quite sure what she wants to do. Sunday Fun Day, yep. So how close to being done with that blanket are you, Kimberly? Kimberly is the one that is doing my new blanket, the Busy Bee. And I can't wait to see what Erin comes up with if, she ends up finding a yarn she likes. You'll have to let me know. Ooh, I want to try it in a self-striping yarn. Trying to get my crochet ambition back, but it's only been a couple of weeks. A few more rounds. Yay. Y'all, she started on that, a week ago? Is that when I released it? Y'all, you started it on... Oh, I keep doing 2 doubles when I need to do a half double. Half double. And then a single. So yeah, it's been out a week, and she's almost done with it. You're definitely going to do it. Right. I know, Erin. No worries. I know you're busy with other stuff, but I'm just saying I'm curious to see what you end up coming up with when you find a yarn you like. But no, I have like this red heart yarn over here that I'm not entirely sure what I want to do with. And so I was thinking about playing with that and making a Busy Bee blanket or... Kimberly! I don't know if I showed you this, but look, here's a new design I'm doing. It's called... You've been taking naps every day. Well, good for you. This is going to be called Leona's Iris blanket because my great-grandmother gave me irises, and I'm using that picture of the irises along with some yarn that I have. I think I sent it to you. And this is the blanket I'm going to be making with my grandmother's picture as in... Well, no, I took the picture of her flowers that she gave me that I planted in my yard that got destroyed by hail. So this is going to be Leona's Iris blanket eventually. Oh, I'm about to hit an hour and 45 minutes. I want to finish this round. I'm not going to finish this round, y'all. I still have a whole bunch of spaces to fill in with this pattern. So I'm going around doing this pattern in all of the spokes there. And I still got about half of it to go. And it is going to be a wonky stitch or square because it's putting a lot of stitches in this round. Half double. There we go. So I am actually going to finish this round before I get off. I know I said I was going to get off at 1:45, hour and 45, but I want to finish this round and then I'll be off with you guys. But we'll get really close to Juan's time at 5. Well, 5 for me, 6 for him. And then it is dinner time around here, so we are going to be eating leftover pulled chicken that we made on the smoker yesterday. My husband made on the smoker yesterday. And it's good. So good. Just one more row. Nope. I'm finishing this round, Kimberly, not doing another one. I said I wanted to finish this round before I got off, and I am going to do that because I'm so close, and I only have 3 more spokes to do. Half double, double, and if I was using a hook that I normally use, this would be a little bit faster, but this Yarnology hook from Hobby Lobby, they're okay, but I don't prefer them. And then a single crochet. This yarn or this live is going to take forever to load. That's a lot of times why I don't know if everybody does it, but I try to stick to around an hour because it processes, and I mean y'all see it anyway, but like YouTube, before it like gets posted and like pushed out and stuff for replay, it takes a while for over an hour video to load. Okay, where do I go out here? This slip stitch into the top of this chain is in my way. So we're just going to go right there. And then put in our last half double, double, chain 1, double, and half double. And then I think I chain or slip into the, oh, I don't do a single crochet. I already did a single crochet. Oh, I already did one. No, I haven't done one yet. Okay. So we're going to slip into the top of that one. There we go. And then I'm going to cut it. This is why I like new fresh scissors, especially like this that are embroidery scissors. You can literally go, and you don't have to worry about putting any tension on it. It just right through it. You know how some scissors you kind of have to put a little tension on the yarn to get it to get through the first time you cut it? So there you go. Once I get the corners on it, it won't be as wonky, but that is round 3. I only have one more round, which I could finish on here, but I'm not going to. I'm going to get off of here, then I'll finish this and sew the ends in and be done with this square to where I can start on this week's square, which was number 31, the in a muddle stitch, or in a muddle square. So that's the number that I pulled, or I randomly picked from my phone for this week. So this is the square that we're doing this week, 31. All right. Thank you guys so much for being here and being so amazing and awesome. And we'll see you guys on the next one. Have a great Sunday and a great week if I don't see you until next Sunday. And don't forget, if you want to share anything with me to share on here, to email me right here, the little ticker, pictures of your finished projects, and I will show them off. So have a great day and a great night and a great week and a great life. And we'll see you on the next one.